Hello and welcome back. I have come over to the biogas plant and I've got a new toy with me. This is an auto-loading bale trailer. So it's going to help us with transporting these 150 centimetre bales around. But part of the reason I've also got it is because it will take the extra sizes as well. So these are technically 244 centimetre is how they're coded into the game. It's got quite a high capacity. I think it'll take 38. Let's see how many of these piles we can get on here. I haven't tried mixing and matching sizes yet, but I'll be honest, I don't fully intend to. No, actually it will only take 22. Okay. I don't know where I've got 38 from then. Maybe it'll take 38 square bales. Possibly. Don't know. Right, I'm going to get these transported back to a silo so that they can be unbaled. Yep. I'll just stop here for a second just so that you can see. This is our new olive yard. I think that's correct terminology to use. So following on from the utter disappointment that was the previous month's attempted olive harvest, I went a little crazy with the delete button and deleted all of the olive trees we had and put these in instead. So these are actually productions. So they're kind of effectively in the greenhouses. They show up as a production in the productions menu. This is a box of 1,000 olives. This is a box of 1,000 olives. One tree. One tree in not even a month, because it was about midway through the day of the October month, and we're at 10 o'clock in the morning on the November. So I am very much liking these. Some of the others haven't quite put olives out yet, but if I hop into the productions menu. Okay, so in the productions menu now, I'm looking here and I'm seeing this is the one, this must be the one that's got 2 output, which means it's not functioning like a normal greenhouse. Normally on a greenhouse, it will, the more productions you have active in it, the slower it produces them. But this has been my test. So what I will do is I will get all of them running on both water and manure, and I might even, because we have our solid fertiliser production, I'll go and get that as well. And I guess I'll have to go and buy some more seeds. Most of the rest of these are distributing, because I believe, where is it? They will go here to our diesel production. So we will get that running on olives, and I believe they're also going to our oil mill. They've not quite made it to the oil mill yet, but what I can do is the ones that are producing and storing out in boxes like these, I can take these over to the oil mill physically. So that will be yet to come. Biogas plant is ticking away nicely. We are earning plenty of money from it. So we have more than enough money to go and buy some seeds. Okay, so I have picked up the wool from the sheep pen, and we're just going to drop that off at Urban Sheep Clothing. It's a production facility And what I've done is I've done that deal where I lease it. We do have plenty of money, so in reality I could buy it. That did not go to plan. Let's try that approach again. I don't know what happened. I can try and claim the trailer got caught. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, in reality we do have enough to buy the facility. But I'm just going to see how it goes. I'm going to see how much it kicks out to begin with. And then if we need to, we can buy the facility and kind of upgrade it to speed things up. Found it. Turns out you've got to go inside and open the door. Probably helps, doesn't it? Anyway, as I was saying, we will work out how quick the production is going on its own and whether we need to upgrade it or not in order to get the most out of our wool. As I've already said, I think I'm going to run through, harvest this kind of lot of crops, so effectively next year will be the final harvest before moving on to the next map. So what I want to do is I want to see that we're going to get our money's worth out of putting all the wool into this facility. So if we have to, we will buy the facility. I'm going to leave that main door open so that I can deliver in there again. Right, I will buy some pallets of seed while I'm here and take those down to the olive trees and get those running with a bit more seed in them. Right, our delivery of seed is here. So I'm going to get these trees loaded up with, hopefully we will hit their capacity. I'll just, if nothing else, I'll just spread it around evenly so that they've all got a good amount of seed in them rather than just a trickling. It looks like our production of olives is going to go quite nicely, so that will be good. I'll get those pallets and take them over to the oil mill, so that we can get started on our olive oil production. Olive oil may well end up just going to the diesel production facility anyway, but again, it's another process that we're then able to do, and that olive oil will make a lot more diesel than the equivalent amount of olives will. So there's some good reason to at least trial it, but I will definitely get some solid fertiliser sorted out for them as well. I might have to get a trailer over to do that, and then we've still got to get some manure on some of our fields. I've swapped out the manure spreader, so that is a new one, so I will show you that at some point. And we've also got the sunflowers to finally harvest, so I will get onto that at some point as well. Right, I've bought these olives up to the grain mill, so we will get some olive oil being produced up here. Just need to park over the top. There we go, they are disappearing. Okie dokie, and we've got some canola oil here, so I might just pick that up while I'm at it. I'm going to shorten this trailer before we get on with that though, because I put it into 50 foot to bring those bring all of the ooh, that's interesting. Okay, I've definitely glitched that out. Whoops. Let's start the harvest and pretend that didn't happen, shall we? Well, that was eventful. So, what has been mere seconds for you has been 2 or 3 days for me. That glitch caused some sort of nightmare and a game crash, and it wouldn't save, so I lost in the game all of the progress that I'd made so far this video, which then of course meant that I had to come back in and do all of that again before I could carry on the recording. So yeah, that's been fun. So I'm just going to shoot round with this harvester, which of course will now do like 40 miles an hour or something like that for harvesting, so that'll be fun. I expect this field will take about 3 minutes at that speed. So yes, as you can see, I've got the case just there, and it's ploughing out the divide between these fields that I've merged and the field next door, field 16. Yeah, all of the money we've made from the biogas plant, and we've also done some sales as well of some of the products. I'm trying to remember what. But yeah, we've done quite a bit of sales, and that has very nicely boosted our income. We were up at 1.4 million or something like that, I think. So I took the decision to buy that big field so that we can do one absolutely monster harvest. I don't know yet what we're going to put in this mega field, but I feel like it's got to be something big, and I feel like this is the field that we need to aim for our last harvest on, and perhaps it wants to be something where we get maybe like 3 or 4 combines on the go, try and set them all up on course play, and let them go and just watch a thing of beauty happen as multiple harvesters head down the field together. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe my ambitions will have calmed by the time we get there. Okie dokie, that is all harvested. I have been not recording for about 3 minutes, 4 minutes since I ended the last section. That is now empty. You can shut down. And we got 48,000 litres of sunflower. Not bad. I am going to run this over to... I'm not sure whether to take this to the oil mill or to the straight to the diesel plant, we can always put the sunflower oil into the diesel plant to make diesel, is my thinking. That might be the way to go. First of all, though, I am going to jump in the case. That was it. And just finish off ploughing this divide between the fields. Because that will get us nicely set up for when we are planting in the spring. I am just going to go over this little bit of straw. I will be honest, we've got plenty of straw. So actually having the bonus straw mod on for sunflowers, I'm not that worried about. It's nice to have, but at the same time we've got too much straw. So that is now ploughed out, just about. And just swoop that slightly more like this. Just a bit more of a swoop. There we go. We now have all of this as an absolute super field now. Wow. I don't know quite what we're going to put in there, but we'll think of something. We'll think of something and it'll be good, and we'll do some sort of epic final harvest on this lot. Bear in mind we were going to be going from this up to sort of this bit here on the right, and we're now going to all of this. Go big or go home, I guess. Right, I've just brought these sunflowers over to the diesel plant. I was looking at conversions and everything, and I think we'll get more diesel if we use the sunflower oil, but this way round we get more compost, and compost is selling very well on this map. So that's the way I've decided to go, down the compost route. It's still giving us diesel, and also it's just one process, so it's not like we've got to wait for it to transform into sunflower oil and all of that. Right, I am gonna probably just park it on this bit of the field for the time being, and then we will, let's just abandon that there. Let's bring our shop over here, and then we are gonna lease that magic wagon. There we go. Ooh, that's a lurid colour, isn't it? Let's go for the slightly less lurid orange. There we go. Rim colour, orange as well. I know this is not the Kubota orange, but for the sake of ease, it's the one that's come up, so it's the one I'll go with. Let's go with the 1,000,000 litre capacity, and we'll lease that. Eep. Let's just turn you around a bit, because some fool has parked a trailer there. Right, and then when we hitch up, yep, fold out these great big wings, which do just go through stuff, so it's very handy for picking up stuff under hedges and what have you. Start it up, lower it down, And off we go, and we'll get 3 of these in a go. And let's do the speed limit. And this will now let us go whatever the tractor can cope with speed-wise. Which in theory is 40, but the JCB's struggling a bit. So I'm going to shoot round, pick all of this up, and I will drop it off at that silo just across the river, just in that direction. I don't know if I've already mentioned it in a previous video or not. The silo by the cows was causing issues with the input for the cows, and it wasn't letting me put straw into the cows, it was only letting me put straw into the silo. So everything that was in that silo has now been transferred over, and well, actually we might go and drop some of this straw in and see if that has fixed our cow issue. In hindsight, going for the extension of 1,000,000 litres, slightly optimistic. We got 138,000 litres, which is still not shabby. So I've just brought it down to the cows. I'm going to see if I can... Ooh, that tractor's gone a long way through that gate. Just see if I can convince the cows to accept some straw. No luck through there. Eep. You should not be trusted driving this around in a yard. You're going to take it here. Aha! There we go. So this is what was happening before. It was going in, supposedly. But then when I went to the cows... Those aren't my cows, those are my cows. It wasn't showing. But now it is. Because that was on 100 and something. Whatever 315,000 take away 138,000 is. Clearly. I'm not going to do that maths for you. Right. So now that that's done, I should probably close these gates up because... Well, who are we kidding? The cows aren't going to escape, are they? They're stuck to their little nav mesh and that gate doesn't want to close, so I'm just going to leave it open. That one will close. I thought it was going to close. Yeah, that one closed. So let's take this down, get it out of the yard where it can't cause any more damage. I mean, because yeah, it's totally the trailer doing it and not me. Right. And I'm going to abandon this. I didn't just drive through a cow, honest. Oh, no, it's got a tractor on it already. Right. Time to hop in to this one. You will notice it's a new trailer as well for manure spreading. I sold the old one because this one has a 250,000 litre capacity and I think a really big spread width, but I was saving that. Okay, I think there had been a minor error in customization. That's better. We are now manure spreading, and this is, I do believe that is much wider than we were achieving from the previous one. But if nothing else, this will also save us from having to do quite so many trips back to the fill up. We might even be able to do several fields on one fill up, and please don't tell the environmental agency that I'm spreading manure into the river, because I don't think they'd like that. Right, well, I finished up on the grass field. I need to unfold it first. And I'm now just on the sunflower field that has just been harvested, just to get a bit of manure spread on it. The big field, field 16, so, well, the big part of this now massive field has already been fertilised. So I'm just gonna basically spread manure on the bit that I owned, and then what I might look to try and do is putting fertiliser down when I seed the field, because, like, in the seeder, because it's such a big field, that approach will mean less passes that have to be made by extra equipment coming back in to fertilise afterwards and all of that, and will hopefully work out better. I think, maybe, don't know. That's what I'm going to try and go with. But to do that, I need to make sure that the rest of the field is up at the same sort of fertilising state. So just to become here, let's just stop that, brakes, and reverse it a bit. So yeah, this is the bit that we're doing. This bit here is obviously that thin little bit where I've just overlapped them slightly. Can't really be helped. And so yeah, we'll just do this bit. We'll go round that grassy bit this time. And just get this little bit done. And I think that will all be good. There we go. That's emptied out what was left. We'll just go and we'll just remove the next lot from in here. This can also function as a regular trailer, and if I just disconnect quickly and show you, the drawbar disappears and it can be pulled by a lorry. But when you back the tractor up to it, it hitches up with a drawbar, so it can do kind of much bigger pulling around if required. So do you know what, I'll leave this filling up, because this is going to take its sweet time, and I'm going to bounce on to the next thing, which is this. Speak of lorries and I will show you lorries. So this was, I think this lorry was actually going cheap, so I bought it. I'm going to try not to drive on the crops too much. And I think the tree harvester is still leased from when I had it before. So my plan is... Right, I'm going to just do some of these trees here, but I'm going to change the cut length to 6 meters, because that logging trailer should do a whole 12 meters. This has gone the wrong way, hasn't it? Because the harvest is now between the tree and Yeah, I can do logging. Ah! It's gone through the cab and flipped the tree around. I think this is a good place to call this. And I will probably do a fast forward through the winter now. But I will do some recording of the logging disasters that will probably happen over the winter, so that you won't miss out on them. Lucky you. So thank you very much for watching. Please do jump on the like button. Don't forget to share this video. That loaded much smoother than I was expecting it to. And I've lost my place now. Don't forget to share the video, that's it. And most importantly of all, have a great day.